Mr. Q, look, after my Saturday night and that enjoyable singing that I had on Saturday, you got it. You know, I said, because I had to remember the song. I was telling my listeners, I used to pick with my sister. Me and my brother would sit on the steps and be singing 2 songs. I remember. One of them was Make Up the Breakup, because they was fighting all the time. And then you see them back together. And then we used to sing your song.
You say the same thing to Gerald Levert when he come in here. You be saying the same thing.
I remember the song. You know, and you got to remember, Mr. Cuban, my dad is 76 and my mom is 73, and God bless, they are still here. So my mother breaks it down all the time.
They're almost senior citizens. We are African Americans. We're supposed to live to be 109.
For real?
Every last one of us. We be bragging, getting to. I'm 69 and I feel fine.
Yeah.
And look younger.
You was doing fine Saturday night too.
Cuba Gooding Sr. He puts all that stuff on his face, trying to look older. I told him, I said, if you're trying to look old, when you get to be my age, you're going to want to look the way you actually look.
Well, let your team. You can have it. Plug us in. Let us know what's going on in December. You got these awesome assistants, and I tell you, Saturday night, you know, I'm the president.
Yes, ma'am.
So I felt real compliant.
They was you were perfect. You made me feel good. The sound wasn't what I wanted it to be, but you let me hug you, and all of a sudden I said, I don't mind when you say that you're going away. Just don't want. And I hugged you again, and I said, rolling down. I didn't do rolling down the mountainside. I didn't do I'm so proud, but I did politics. You know about politics.
I already told Brian we exited out on that song. So
politics
over there.
Look. Deal, because when I wrote it and sang it, I wrote it for George W. Bush, and I didn't write it for it to be on music radio. I wrote it to attack an administration that I thought was abusing people that they're trying to ignore and forgetting today.
Wow.
But I am not political anymore because Barack Hussein Obama is in the White House, and he has been helping people and doing everything he possibly can, but I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I just know that the more they fight, the harder it is on the common man. How can we make a choice if we don't have a voice? Wow. Leaders lie, pilots fly, babies die, parents cry. That's what politics is about. Wow. No more war. Just give us a chance to get a little health care and just leave us alone. We'll take over sooner or later, just like we did basketball.
You know, it's so amazing, that song. I don't know what you brought that song into Baltimore City to do, but you know that's a high song around here with politics. With a lot of these issues, you know me. Yeah, I tell people I ain't a president no more. I'm an advocate for the homeless population.
Yes, ma'am.
And when I seen, and I'm not political either. You see my
I'm not political.
We are peopleticians, not politicians at Belvedere.
I'm tired of seeing people suffer. There's no reason. I'm blessed. My children,
one of the biggest things.
My children do well, so I don't really have no beef. But then again, we can't live in this earth alone. And we got to stop thinking like descendants of slaves. Wow. Do you understand what I'm saying? We got to stop thinking
humbly under your
as if we are descendants of slaves. We got to leave that alone. The only guy, in my opinion, that should get an Academy Award, because I know him personally, in the movie Django, he told Leonardo DiCaprio, he said, "You gonna let him in the house? He gonna sleep in the house. We gotta burn his sheets if you let that N-word in the house." And he made it explain how this crab in the barrel thing that's been going on and still going on, and a lot of us are shocked about it. We're going crazy. And instead of standing up, putting on a shirt and tie, we're killing each other.
Wow.
Verbally, spiritually, mentally. Because we're descendants of slaves, we have pictures in our house where Jesus had blue eyes and blonde hair. How can we, we can't blame ourselves. But if we team up together, somebody will tell us that. That's what politics is about now. We have to vote the right people in office so that we can get health care and eat a hamburger.
Eat a hamburger at the same time.
Hamburgers are becoming too expensive right now. Hot dog. Chitlins is now important food, and ham hocks and pigtails, okay? All right? Because it tastes good. We got to love ourselves up in here.
Let me tell you what I want to do this moment. This is when I'm with my team and my assistant. Is this all the time?
All the time.
All the time.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. We don't even argue. They don't even argue with each other around me. Because every time they argue about something, I call them descendants of slaves. And the guilt makes them shut up and let's talk about something positive.
Wow.
We got to talk
be acting
about
like the Israelites around here.
Better.
Ain't no complaining.
That's what you got to do. Everybody in listening who's hearing my voice knows somebody will pick a fight about everything.
Wow.
All right? Don't want to take responsibility, have non-transparency about everything. Cuba Gooding Jr. is only the 5th African-American to win an Academy Award in the history of the Screen Actors Guild. Okay? And he is being condemned because he played a guy named Don Carson, who was a neurologist who the first guy. Same thing, Carson.
I know that's
Carson.
Right. He said, you want to pick something.
You see what I'm saying?
Don Carson, Ben Carson,
no, because
Crusader.
we're supposed to chastise each other. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. The whole idea is the concept. Anita is putting on a concert here she never thought she'd be able to put on. We're arguing with the Sharon, and I'm putting it on the air right now. If they don't give us what we want, I'm going to call them racists.
Ooh.
I will do that.
Not the one downtown.
I'm not going to promote any of them. Any place we go, and they try to tell us we got to have $1 million a night to get in. It's ridiculous. When we put a show on in a hotel chain, they get more money than we do.
Wow.
Because they sell hotel rooms. Mm-hmm. Yep. They sell food.
Exactly.
And they sell liquor.
Well,
they even sell extra food to us. And some places they charge for parking. Why? And we are benefiting KKI, Kennedy Krieger, the place over there where they help people. You know what I mean? I said, well, this is a marriage made in heaven. Why are you giving us so much grief? I'm going to tell my son, no, Mr. Gooding, what do you need? Because he's more afraid of me because he's only the 5th African-American. They're afraid of him. It's not me.
That's
and
okay.
He's coming to the show. Okay. And here's my blood. My son Omar, he's a little thug, you know what I mean? He's in California.
Everybody got one.
Thug. You understand? And they let him get away with everything because of Cuba Jr.
Wow.
But people our age, most of us here, at least over 35, you remember everybody plays a fool. You remember how it used to be. And things are better. It's not fixed. Because if we leave it the way it is, our children and great-grandchildren who don't deserve to be jerked around will be jerked around, and they'll call us idiots.
And the words that come in
children.
The words that come in some of the music today, and that's one thing you said the other night.
That's right. No profanity. We don't need profanity. We don't need to call a woman hoes. We have to make it perfectly clear that we love each other like the Jews do. Like some of the, you know what I'm saying? Even we don't love each other. Don't let nobody know that you don't love each other. That way we can take care of our family. What are we talking about? We got an African American in the White House that they call a jungle bunny, and we don't say nothing about it. That's not political. That's humanity or the lack thereof.
Well,
it's politics. That's all it is.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do on air, because I want you back Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you came late, and it's like...
I can't come Friday. I'm coming in 2 weeks. I've got to go back because I have to earn a living.
You do?
Did you know why?
Why?
Because my children are rich, and I want them to know if they lose any money and they get to be 69, they still can go make $5 for themselves.
Well, we can.
You don't give up because you get old. You don't get in no rocking chair. You make an example for your great-grandchildren to be able to keep getting money and be proud of who you are. That's all.
We'll have Bryant going to get prepared this song. Now, give us a little briefing for this song before it takes us out, because this is going to be my closing song if you let me have a CD.
The lyric is, I brought you a CD, but I left the CD at the other car, and because I wasn't allowed to drive. I wasn't allowed to drive my car. I think Anita may have one. I hope she does.
Because this is going to be our accident song around 10.
But you do have it here already, don't you?
It's queued up.
Oh, it's queued up. Okay, what the words are, ladies and gentlemen, because I know a lot of the music that after 70s music, people start mumbling because most of them couldn't sing. They only had to look good. The drums became more important than the vocal because half of them were tone deaf, and they got hit records over and over. So, main ingredient: Cuba Gooding, Shylights, Delphonics, stylistics music. You can understand every word because we were proud of what we were saying. And the statement that we made is why it's still on the radio today. Over 75% of every feature film that is released in America over the past 25 years has a 70s, not 60s, but 70s.
Well, here we go, my great listeners. We got Cuba Gooding Sr.
Politics is frightening.
And this is his song. Politics is frightening.
Here it comes.
This is Miss Flowers, Belvedere, Baltimore, and the homeless population saying, great Wednesday. I'll see you Friday at 2 p.m. right here on 10:10 a.m.
Play it loud.
Let it go, Brian.
I'm brown and I'm proud.
Yes.
Administration, subjugation, media. Is this on? Turn this mic on so I can decipher the words. Don't have a voice. Leaders lie. Pilots fly. Babies die. Parents crying. War is wrong. That's what I'm talking about. Politics can blind us, but poverty reminds us.
Oh my gracious! Oh,
politics
let me tell you something. That stays here.
I am so glad. If you play, do you know what Rush Limbaugh's? Listen to this. You know what Rush Limbaugh's producer said?
Yeah.
Can we use it as a theme song and play it from time to time? I said, I got to get permission from Jesus.
Baby, you come in Baltimore with
Until next time, folks. Real talk. Flowers.
Jesus got to give me permission to give you permission to talk about
live in the studio, folks.
You done brought that song up in Baltimore. This is the thing, because I'm going to talk about this.
That's what it is. We may change the thing, so you just talk about the fact that we're going to be in one of the Sheratons. And after this,
can we swap so we can communicate this now? The Sheraton, they give you a hard time?
Yeah, they want to.
You don't want to talk about it, do you?
I really don't want to talk about it.
Unless you have to.
But I'm anxious.
Have a great day, folks.
Because they're the ones that made me late.
Wow.